What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Halfchrome, and I have the newest radio from Radiomaster. This is the TX15. I'm going to do this video in 3 parts. I'm going to give you a quick overview of what this is and why it's different / better than some of their other radios. 2, I'm going to set it up for myself, so I'm going to walk you through the things that I do, which you probably will too. And then 3, I'll dive a little bit deeper into the specs. So that's the plan. First, right off the bat, look at this thing. It is, gosh, very similar to my Boxer in terms of size and feel. But you can see there are some differences. Now I have the Max version, gives you some fancy skins. You can see I've got the carbon fiber and the fancy gimbals and the cool LEDs. The standard version is going to look a little bit more like this one here. But there are some major differences between these two radios. Now, this one here, the TX15, is just a little bit bigger. Also, you'll notice we have a color touchscreen. That's absolutely a new upgrade. And this foldable antenna here, guess what? It's the dual band ELRS. We've got the Gemini on board, so you're gonna get better long range with this. It also has 4 gigs of internal storage, so you don't really need an SD card, although you can add one. And it has an updated processor, so it's a lot faster. So you can either think of this as like a Boxer Pro or a TX16 Mini. I mean, this is a fantastic radio. Now, I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to switch over from my GX12. I just love this form factor, but gosh, this thing is so gorgeous. I mean, it really is a premium radio. Let's set it up so you guys can see how this thing works. Rockin' Turtle Mode FPV picked up at Quad Mafia FPV Palooza. All right, let's dive into it. First thing we want to do is change the look. So we're going to tap. We're going to tap on radio settings. We're going to tap on the paintbrush. We're going to go down right there. Look at that carbon red. Tap and hold. Set active. Boom. Let's see. What does that look like? All right. I like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up my first model. And we're going to do model settings. I'm just going to use this one that they started with. We don't want it to be arrow. Let's go with quad, capital Q, U, A, D, check. That's what we want it to be. We got to change something. Let's try X220 HV. I think that's like the old wizard or something. All right. Page. Yeah, so we're going to page over to my mixer, and you can see channel 6 is SA. That's this button up here. And for ELRS, I like to arm on channel 1. I don't know that that's 100% necessary anymore, but as a right-handed pilot, I find that SD switch to be the one that I want. So I'm walking through how to change basically your auxiliary channels. I'm going to tap it and let's edit. I'm going to make that, I'm going to tap on source, make it SD, boom, turn, and SD was channel 9, so I'm going to go ahead and change channel 9, edit source to SE, enter, return. Now I've got my arm on aux 1 or channel 5, so we're good to go there. Now what I need to do is set up ExpressLRS on this radio, put my bind phrase on here. ExpressLRS, and I'm going to turn on the Wi-Fi. So I'm going to scroll down, or I guess I could just touch Wi-Fi connectivity, enable Wi-Fi. Now the Wi-Fi is on here. Now what I need to do is go onto my computer. All right, so we're going to go down here to this lower right-hand corner, and we're going to connect to ExpressLRS TX. Now, password is ExpressLRS, all lowercase. I've already done that, so I'm just going to connect there. Open browser and connect. It opens up. And we're going to type in 10.0.0.1, enter. I've done that 100 times, that's how I know. And then I'm going to go ahead and type in my passcode phrase. Surprise, it's Halfchrome. Please don't steal my drones. I'm going to click save. and then reboot. So we're gonna test. Got my Mobile 8 here. No whammies, no whammies.
Telemetry connected.
Boom! All right, so we're good to go. So that's what you gotta do at a bare minimum to get things going. And actually, you don't even have to change some of those channels. I did, because that's what I prefer, not necessarily what you need to do. So let's talk a little bit more about this radio. It is absolutely a premium radio. This is just really nice. Just feels good and solid and heavy. These gimbals are just gorgeous. Another thing that's really nice about these, their switches, they're modular. They're basically just plug and play. Look at that. You got a little connector there, so you can open up the radio, switch out a switch, or replace a switch if you have to. That's really nice. So you have a high performance MCU, you've got a touchscreen, you've got the really nice gimbals, either they're V5 Hall sensor gimbals, or you get the upgraded all aluminum ones with the Max. It's got built-in ExpressLRS, so you can go 2.4 or sub G 900 megahertz. That is the way to go. It's just gonna be so reliable, right? If you fly over people, if you're flying at functions, if you're doing this professionally, you absolutely want this dual band, this Gemini, whatever you want to call it. It's awesome. We've got this nice foldable antenna. You can do it either way there. Even has a built-in microphone. I guess that's for future functionality. I don't know why I need to record something on this, but maybe, but that's cool. I do love that it has the built-in 4 gigs of memory. That is really nice. I open this thing up, I'm like, oh no, SD card. Wait. Still has all that functionality. That's cool. There's lots of different color options, which is always a bonus. You can kind of find the one that you think best fits you. It's 605 grams, so I guess you have to register this with the FAA since it's not sub 250. That was a joke, people. Probably a bad one. Double 18650s. This battery is not included, but you can either get these double 18650s, or Radiomaster makes a lithium ion battery that fits in there really well. And you can see that's where the SD card will go. Just to kind of show you, that's their LiPo battery, 6200 milliamp hours, also an option. You can see the USB up at the top here. We've got headphone jack, trainer port. We got our switches on the top. You know, I like that we went to the smaller all metal switches, and that's kind of the thing. I'd rather see plastic rockers, to be totally honest. We've got these dials here. Gosh, they just feel so smooth on this radio. Everything is just really nice. That's neat. I like those colors. Now, if I do end up making this my daily driver, I'll end up putting the throttle. I'll put a throttle cut here on this dial where I push a switch, and then I can dial the throttle back a little bit. Something I do a lot when I'm flying like 2S whoops indoors. I'll dial that throttle down. So I've done that before in videos, so I'll probably do that again for you. If you want to see that video, let me know in the comments down below. So I have been flying with this. It is a really nice radio. I'm definitely going to fly a handful more packs before I kind of make the decision if I stick with this as my daily driver or the GX12. I just really like the GX12 and how small this is. The form factor is, it's just so good. I really just have to spend more time with this. I really did love the Boxer. It was hard for me to give up the Boxer when I went from the 16 to the Boxer, and this is, gosh, this is just like that. So like I said, this just feels like a Boxer Pro or Boxer Premium. Nice. This is just so nice. If you're looking for one of these or another Radiomaster radio, links down below. Yes, they're affiliate links that help support this channel so I can keep making videos. No, this isn't my full-time job, guys. I do this because it's fun. And every now and then I get a little commission so I can keep doing this. Pays for the hobby. Hey, thanks for watching. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.